Let's get you an exclusive conversation from the sidelines of the Mobile World Congress 2024. My colleague Rima caught up with Vijay Guntur, who is the President, Engineering and R&D Services at HCL Technology, and spoke about a whole host of topics like private 5G adoption, generative AI, and engineering and the R&D business. Listen in to excerpts of that conversation.
Private 5G adoption is growing, and we can see that in adoption in manufacturing as an industry segment. We also see a lot more greenfield industry implementations of private 5G. We see that there is more adoption and there's a bigger ecosystem that is playing to create this impact with private 5G adoption in the market. And I think there are platform players, there are startups, and there are lots of people who are creating impact in the adoption space.
Can you give an example of one of your customers where they are leveraging private 5G network? And is it still largely to do with manufacturing, or other sectors and industries also adopting private 5G?
Yes, there are many other sectors adopting beyond manufacturing as well. We see adoption in airports to be one use case where we have done some proof of concepts.
Can you talk about it?
A little bit, yes. We've seen the data when an aircraft comes into an airport, the amount of data that needs to be downloaded and analyzed, that's growing in size. So that's a good use case for private 5G. We have seen another use case for private 5G in mining, where worker safety is important, and we are working with one of our customers in that space.
Okay. What about generative AI? That's the new buzzword. How are you incorporating generative AI? And now when you talk to customers at this MWC versus the previous one, what's the difference?
I think generative AI has become very real. When we were there last time, it was a technology play. Today it is becoming a real business impacting play. We are seeing horizontal use cases which are across multiple streams, as you would expect, in marketing, in customer support, in engineering. And now we are seeing also specific vertical use cases that are coming, which is early days. The POCs have been there for quite some time. Now we see POCs getting into production.
Tell us about some of the POCs where they've now moved into production, just to explain it to a customer who doesn't understand.
Okay, one of the POCs that's gotten into production is around a company that wants to improve their software engineering productivity, and they are deploying some tech that we have built together in this space to create a higher level of software productivity, as well as reduce the time to market of products that they are building using this. And we are also doing generative AI induced products in our HCL software business, where in the product itself there is AI that can be used by end customers.
So for that concept that you were telling us about, that particular client, how much has the productivity gone up? By how much has the time to market come down?
So it's a wide range, and we believe that there is at least a 10 to 15% productivity uplift after you account for all the costs required to be able to generate that level of productivity.
Excellent. And just one word on the ER&D business. Now, ER&D business is doing well. So last year, even if you exclude the contribution from the ASAP acquisition, I think on an organic basis, ER&D still grew about 2.5% on a quarter-on-quarter basis. This is on top of the 1.6% that you had in the previous quarter. What's the outlook on ER&D? Is this kind of 2 to 3% run rate sustainable?
We think there is still a cautious optimism in the market in terms of ER&D spend, because we are very diversified. We think we have opportunity for us to continue to grow.
Will ER&D do better next year, FY25 versus this year?
We'll see. We have some deal pipelines in the making, and that should tell us how we will do next year.
Interesting conversation there. This at the Mobile World Conference in Barcelona.